MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to downtown San Diego and Petco Park. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the San Diego Padres. It's interleague baseball on MLB. Clayton Richard gets the start for San Diego in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, lefty Clayton Richard. This guy's been around for a long time. Not an overpowering guy from the left side. At one time, he was in the low to mid-90s, but he consistently sits 92, 93, has the big overhand curveball, will mix in a straight changeup. The key to Clayton Richard, getting the fastball over for strikes to get a chance to use the off-speed stuff.
And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Dero, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Myers is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as this side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3, and now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. Shohei Ohtani, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, with a guy like him, you're just looking for quality innings. Usually he'll give you 6 or 7, and he keeps the team in the ball game. And when you think about it, what else do you really want from your starter? He's capable of shutting a team down and dominating, but that's not what's expected of him all the time.
Settling in now, Manuel Margot. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. With a moment here in downtown San Diego, we'll look at the Padres starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves. Line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Grounder down the line at third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
You want to talk about setting the tone and getting your teammates relaxed? That's exactly what this pitcher did, coming in and punching tickets. First 2 batters of the game.
A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
Hey, this guy's dialed in right now. 2 strikeouts and still working ahead.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're off to the second, scoreless on MLB Network. Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Lifted the other way out to left center. Renfroe giving chase. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, he started the offensive production with a bang right there. That's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one, driving that ball to and over the wall for a ground rule double, and he's basically able to stroll into second base.
Here's Albert now, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Pujols Swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He's a 17-year big league vet, so it hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And that one is gone. Albert Pujols, a 2-run shot, and the Angels are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Man, he threw a two-seamer hoping to get some movement, but that thing did nothing to fool him, and he squared it up perfectly. Pretty swing of the bat there.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. He pulls this one into right. Myers is there to put it away for out number 1. Digging in now, Andrelton Simmons, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Smoked on the ground left side. A dive, and he knocks it down. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner. Ready now for L.A., Zach Cozart. In previous at-bats against Clayton Richard, he's 1 for 4. First offering on its way. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are 2 on with 1 away now.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone as it bangs off the LED board.
On the mound, he might have let up a little bit knowing the fact he was facing the 9-hitter, but you just can't do that. Goes to show there are no weaknesses in any of these lineups.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but fouled off to the left and out of play. Second appearance here, he grounded out to start the ball game. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Renfroe going back. Gone. Back-to-back homers. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night. But a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Here's Justin Upton now. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Standing in now, Shohei Ohtani. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Myers going back onto the party porch and gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, balls are flying out of here faster than they can throw them across the plate, it seems. That's 4 home runs in this inning alone. It's times like this when pitchers wonder if maybe they've chosen the wrong profession. Their pitching coaches start wondering too.
Here comes the Padre manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound. And that is going to be all now for Clayton Richard. In now, Albert Pujols,
as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
A long inning as they've hung a 9 spot on him to this point. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. windup and the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Margot's under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at bat, Cole Calhoun. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is flared right back over the mound. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
And Kinsler will flip it on to first for out number 1.
Left fielder.
Into the box now, Hunter Renfroe. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 1-2 misses off the plate.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
He throws him on the fastball there. Hunter Renfroe goes down for the second out in the bottom half. Chase Headley is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. Back now on MLB Network from San Diego. Without a doubt, some of the most beautiful coastlines in the country around here. First offering on its way. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Third baseman number 7.
Ready for another chance? Zach Cozart.
Lifetime versus Jordan Lyles.
He's got 8 hits in 16 tries. He also has 1 home run. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Into the box, Martin Maldonado. No balls and a strike to count. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. Digging in and looking for more, Ian Kinsler comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at bat, Nettie D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pick.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Angels strand 1, but they hold a 9-0 lead. Next to the plate for the Padres, Freddie Galvis, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And it's a ball and a strike to Austin Hedges.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. So digging in now, Jordan Lyles. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
Hey, he looked like he was a little...
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Mike Trout ready to settle in and kick off the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac with you in the booth. First offering on its way. Oh, and an ugly swing there. It's 0-1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Around first, Trout on his way to second now. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Here's Justin Upton now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready with the 0-1. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Next up, the 2-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. Down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
Behind 0-2 now. Into windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So his day over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the San Diego starter. Not the day he was hoping for when he took the mound. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard liner to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. A line out and a ground ball for an out on his line so far. Late square, and this is popped up. Lyles is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's one away.
Now batting.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Arlo.
Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Breaking balls in for a strike. Aswahe playing here in his age 26 season. He was selected in the 11th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Got him to go down swinging there. Carlos Aswahe becomes out number 2 this inning.
Myers.
The windup and the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Oh, he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. 8 straight strikeouts. You got to be kidding me. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They trail in this one 11-0. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th.
I'm shocked this pitcher keeps trying to attack the zone with them being so aggressive early in the count. You wonder if he wouldn't be served a little better, just kind of nibbling for a little bit early and then pounding the zone late.
There's one over to Hosmer, and it's a double play.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Martin Maldonado. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Galvis is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
The count now at 2-2. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Digging in to try it again, Hunter Renfroe. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Popped him up. Maldonado has a play, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. He's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Padres down in order. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Leading off for the Angels.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Kinsler.
Hit hard to short. Fielded by Galvis. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Ready once again, Mike Trout, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Myers is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Ready for another shot now, Justin Upton. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch on its way to Upton. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And it's gone as they add still another. Justin Upton with the solo home run. His second home run of the game as this lead got even wider.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their sixth home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo home run there for Shohei Ohtani. His second of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
That's not an easy thing to do, to go back-to-back. When the guy in front of you goes deep, you walk up to the plate and you feel like, hey, I'm going to do what he just did. How about that? Back-to-back bombs.
Here's Albert now. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Margot's on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no error. Striding in once again, Freddie Galvis. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Flying toward right center. And the Friars are into the hit column.
Hey, Dero, it's kind of getting late early. That's only their first hit of the game, and we're into the 6th inning.
Yeah, this guy's been on point all day, working it in and out. Their pitching staff obviously did their homework on this offense. But right here, able to break through with the first knock. Hopefully the pass the baton mentality goes into effect, and we get some offense.
And he's going to make it there. Barely. And he's into second base with a double.
Yeah, they've been stymied so far in this one, but they've strung together a couple hits and are poised to finally break through. A base hit to the outfield, and we've got the makings of something special working here.
Popped him up. And he will make the play, and an important one it was, as those runners will have to hold now with 1 away. From the belt, the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Hit high and deep out to left field. Upton going back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop. And he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
And that'll bring in Carlos Asuaje as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded foul off to the right side. Hit hard on the ground to short. Taken in by Simmons. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Good job there to jump ahead with the fastball.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one without a doubt is gone. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Bounce to first. Fielded cleanly by Pujols, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Riding in once again, Hunter Renfroe. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 5 runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. A ball and 2 strikes now.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So they nearly bat. Back here at Petco Park. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Craig Stammen comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Andrelton.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Into the box now, Zach Cozart, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. The second for 1, on to first, a double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Asuaje is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Chase Headley. Digging in once again, Chase Headley. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Up next for the Padres, the shortstop, Ready, Alvin.
The windup and the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. 5 runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters. Digging in and looking for more, Austin Hedges. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Fouled off.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ian Kinsler. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Myers is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Mike Trout, he flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field.
Margot's under it.
2 gone. Justin Upton will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Margot is there, and it's a 3-pitch inning. Jose Pirela will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the eighth.
Pirela.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2. Now here's the pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Curveball hit on the ground to shortstop. Simmons has it, and there's one down now. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt for first pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his way. If he can keep the number down, the pitch count down, he's got a shot at this.
Yeah, D-Row, this is every manager's dream spot right now. You're 1 out into the 8th inning. Your starter's giving you some good baseball, and you could go to your better relievers now towards the end of the ball game. This is set up perfectly right now.
In there for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Hit down the line at first. 2 out, nobody on. Hit in the air to shallow center. Trout coming on. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he's safe.
You don't think fielding is important? Instead of a routine out, you got a guy standing at second base after a 2-base error. We'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
Here's Will Myers.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all.
Runner takes the turn at second on his way to third. And he's in safely at third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. Ready once again, Eric Hosmer, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
A ball and a strike to the Padres' first baseman. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
You know, I think his mechanics are starting to betray him a little bit. He's really lost the strike zone, and when that's the case, something is usually off at his delivery.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Myers at third with 2 away. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps Friars 4-1. Buddy Baumann enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Next up, the 2-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Margot on his horse. He's not going to have a play, and the pitcher's going to have another extra base hit. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
And Albert swings and hits a ground ball to short. Galvis has it, and there's 1 away. Digging in to try it again, Cole Calhoun.
Right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
First pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground to first. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The batter, number 2.
So striding forward now, Andrelton Simmons. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Swinging a ground ball to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. Ready for another chance? Hunter Renfroe starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Simmons. And there's one gone to start the bottom of the ninth.
Up next for the Padres.
Here's Chase Headley. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
2 balls and a strike to Chase Headley. Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1. He loses him on ball 4. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Austin Hedges. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Galvis, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. San Diego down to their final strike. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, I got to be honest. I didn't think he had 9 innings in him, but he battled and he finished the game and he picked up the win along the way too.
13-6. The final score in this ball game. Los Angeles brought the bats in this one with 18 total hits. Shohei Ohtani takes home the win. Clayton Richard gave up a whopping 9 earned runs in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it for